You're just trying,
society.
You're trying to work me up, aren't you?
A little bit.
You're trying to get me all worked up. Not today.
Because if you
Stick
get
that
worked
needle
up,
in
then
his
I
brain.
get worked up,
You're
and
not
then
gonna
I
work
can get
me
out of
up.
this first gear that I'm in right now. I want to at least get to third
I'm
gear.
hungry.
Well, careful. That does permanent damage to your
Do
body.
you guys want to have some bowls of cereal before we start?
Oh God, yes.
Okay, sweet.
What do you got for cereal?
Captain Crunch and Frosted Flakes.
I want to clarify something from El Fuego, actually, while we're here. So I don't remember it, but Brody tells me that I sent you to go tell Kyle whether or not
You
he's done.
did! Okay, so I'm going to tell this story from my perspective because this was the meanest thing you could have done to me.
I've heard it from both of
And
you
the
guys,
meanest
and I love
thing
it.
you could have done to Kyle.
Yeah. It was the worst. I'm so sad I missed this.
From a complete film rookie's perspective, apparently the director of photography is always running late because they have to deal with a lot of things.
Oh, especially Kyle, who had to do camera and lighting with him and Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it was a
yeah.
two-man team.
It was a two-man
to be like
team.
a 15-man team.
Yeah.
Doing camera and just things were happening. And Birdie had already asked Kyle, hey, Kyle, how much longer are you going to be? And Kyle says, I don't know, man.
Nah, I had harassed Kyle so
And
many
like
times already.
Birdie had asked him a billion times, like, oh my God, can like speed it up? How much longer? How much longer? How much longer?
Oh,
and
it was
then
15 minutes.
and it was always 15 minutes. He told me 10.
Nice.
Bastard.
So
Surprised he told you anything.
I'm outside, and I think Blair was just like, I need Zach out of my face.
No, that wasn't true. You tell the story.
I was outside helping them run lines, watching them, like, in case there's, I don't know, I was just watching and observing, learning. And Blair's like, Zach, I have a job for you. Go in there and ask Kyle how much longer he's going to be till he's ready.
Did I say ask Kyle? Did I?
Yes, you said Kyle specifically.
I'm an idiot.
So I'm like, hey, Kyle. And he just, like, looks up at me. Like, his head just whips at me. I'm like, how much longer are you going to be? I'm asking for Blair. He just kind of, like, looks down. He's just like, 10 minutes. And, like, goes back to working.
Oh my God.
So here's where I was in that mindset. Was the actors were pretty much ready. We had it down. Like, they had the scene down. They were almost ready. And I just wanted to gauge, like, how much time I had to, like, finagle. What I thought I did was turn to you and say, hey, can you go check in on them? Like, just check where the situation is. Thinking, because I had forgotten you hadn't been on a set, that, like, I naturally just assumed you'd walk up to Brody and say, like, hey, what's going on? Yeah. Like, how long do we have? I don't know that I forgot that I don't even remember saying Kyle. I just thought I said, like, hey, go check in on them, because I wanted to know, because I could get them on set at any time. I could have the actors on set at any time. I just wanted to know how much time I was dealing with to, like work with specific issues in the scene. So I had no idea. I sent you to get shouted at by the director of photography.
Yeah.
That was like,
I'm sorry.
I felt like an intern at my own company. Just like, hey Kyle.
Zach, the permanent intern.
Oh man. I remember both you told me that story, and I thought it was just the funniest thing that has ever happened.
Yep, it was pretty great. Then we froze in sand the next day. You didn't.
I didn't. I was busy barfing out the demon that was possessing me, that stupid Quaker ghost that lived in my bedroom.
There were no ghosts in that house.
No.
That picture,
I walked in,
painting of the Quaker makes the difference.
I walked in and I went, this place is clean. And then walked out.
It was a really cute place.
Poltergeist.
It was great.
There's a poltergeist reference right there.
Yeah.
This place. Is this home? This place? I don't know. Whatever that person said.
I'm really happy about my "they're here" joke then that I pulled on Kyle when he was super tired and just trying to find his bed. he comes into the room and I'm just sitting there in front of the TV and I'm like, "They're here."
Oh, he probably hated that too.
Yeah.
He was freaked out at that place.
Oh, he was so scared. The second like we pulled up and you guys saw that there was a cemetery behind the B&B we were staying in, like
next to a church too.
next to a church. And like I said to Gina the next day, I was like, yeah, everyone was freaking out about the cemetery. And she just kind of stops and turns to me and goes, have they never lived in a small town? Like, cemeteries are everywhere. Yeah. I'm like, hey, I don't know.
I wasn't worried about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't worried. I was just like, yeah, tropes. We're literally in a spooky, it was actually a very nice house. We were in like a farmhouse next to an old church.
It's a great house.
I love when you're halfway through a sentence and sometimes words just start to jumble. You went to say literally and you said literally. Literally. You have a tiny tongue.
I do. It's a little guy.
What is the craziest set moment you can remember from school, Brody?
From school?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of mine.
Giuseppe.
ADing. What did he AD?
Birdfish worm.
Oh, I don't remember.
He yelled quiet every 5 seconds.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I was like, you're being so productive. Thanks, dude.
Didn't he like, wasn't, Evan was directing that, and wasn't Evan shushed by him a number of times? Yep. That's great.
Giuseppe shushed the director.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep. He did such a great job telling everyone to be completely silent the entire time.
I like this Giuseppe guy.
It's about being gung ho. I like it.
Yep.
Good job.
Yep. He was doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can remember. I have such a terrible memory.
I've just kind of blocked out school.
Yeah.
Like I had most of the teachers just fighting over my soul at points.
You know what I remembered the other day from a time I was at Humber? I was walking up the stairs one day and this dude was walking by with a gym bag and I looked down at him and he had a baby kangaroo in the gym bag.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And then I stopped and I was like watching him walk by and then he walked out the doors and I was like, I'm never going to know why he had a baby kangaroo in Humber.
So my favorite moment, which made me think that I was in like Greendale College or like the community-based college.
Greendale.
Yeah. And I'm walking along we're walking to class. I think you might have been with me. We're walking to class and we're just walking the hall and we have a mascot all of a sudden. Like we have a costumed mascot all of a sudden, which I'd been there a number of years and I'd never seen it. I'm like, how long have we have a mascot? And the girl who's walking beside the mascot heard me and goes, yeah, it is the hawk. And I'm like, you know, I have gone to this school for at least 2 years at this point. I'm pretty sure the Humber Hawks, I would figure out that it's a hawk.
Yeah, it's a hawk.
I mean, me not knowing we have a physical mascot costume is one thing, but
of course.
me not knowing that like the Humber Hawks are a thing would be fucking insane. Like it's literally plastered on anything. You go into a building and it's like Humber Hawks take on other
birds of prey.
Birds of prey college place. Like
no, just birds of prey, no colleges.
Yeah.
It's just football players throwing pigskin at vultures.
And like just how much she like butted into my aside. Like I didn't. Oh, they're moving stuff upstairs.
I guess I don't know. They're always just making noise upstairs.
I like it was like something that I was like, oh, this is my inner monologue. I didn't know I said it that loud, and she just jumps half in front of me and goes, yeah, and it's the hawk, and I'm like, you are way too chipper for this place.
Did she do like a
cement
cartwheel afterwards?
Pain. I don't know. I don't know.
Cartwheeled away down the hall.
I have a set story from school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready, set, go.
Yeah. I was in a race in this set. No, I snuck onto the set of...
Just imagine a guy that every time they say ready, set, go, he just really cheers at the word set. Ready, set, yeah! Go! Oh, okay, it's gone. The moment's done. Sorry, Zach, continue.
I snuck onto the set of CW's Beauty and the Beast, starring Kristen Crick, thinking that it was Del Toro, because I can't pronounce the first part of
Guillermo.
that name. Guillermo.
Guillermo
Del Toro.
Can you say Guy?
Guy.
Mo.
Mo.
Guillermo.
Hey.
There you go.
Okay, Guillermo del Toro's. I like literally the day before I read that I saw like promotion art photos for the Beauty and the Beast project that he wanted to do.
Did that ever happen?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
But like it was a few pictures of Emma Watson in Belle's yellow dress and stuff, and I was like, wow, that looks so cool. And then I saw this big sign, and it was like Beauty and the Beast this way. I was like, oh, cool. So like I did the whole like it was like from a TV show. This girl was like trying to like carry things into the thing and like by the security guard, and I was like, oh, let me help you with that, and just picked it up, helped her pick it up, and like walked around, talked to people, and then I saw Kristen Crook walk by, and I was like, oh man, this is the TV show, and walked out.
I love that. You put all the effort into getting onto a film set, lied to people, and the second it's not the one you want, you're like, I have nothing to gain here. There is nothing I want here. And then you walked out.
Yep.
Brody, whenever you pass sets, do you like sometimes go, all right, how do I lie my way onto this set, given my education sort of thing?
No, I usually just try and figure out what it is before I see signs for what it is.
Yeah.
I'm usually like, what project is this?
Well, like on Queen Street, they're always doing like advertisements sort of thing. Like they're just doing ads.
Yeah.
So I always try and guess like what level of like advertisement it is.
There was something with dirt bikes on Dundas last weekend.
Yeah, Dundas dirt bikes opening now. Go get your dirt bikes on Dundas.
You know what makes me so mad? I have no idea why. It's the most irrational
Bet you that's Kayla.
anger in the world.
What?
When people use dirt bikes as a motorcycle, when they just ride their dirt bike around.
I don't think you can.
I beg to differ. I saw like
I've
I
never
see
seen
it
it
every once in a while. I see it fairly often.
You know what? If you have
Where?
one motorcycle, why would you like the dirt bike is the more versatile of them technically. You're not going to take a Harley
I thought it was illegal to ride dirt bikes through the city.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they have those eco scooters though, like
You ride in the bike lane.
that you ride in the bike lane. So I think
my God.
I'm pretty sure
I hate that.
anything goes at this point. I think like if someone wants to ride a unicycle while shooting arrows at people on the street, it'll still be street legal.
I mean, there is that guy that rides the bike that's like 2 stories
yeah.
high.
I don't get that.
I don't know. How does he get on it?
Yeah, I know.
Does he have like? He has like a hanger
How
or
do
something,
people
right?
get into TIE fighters? That's my question again.
No!
Bringing it back to that.
Solar panels. I don't think we've ever actually discussed that question on the podcast.
Was that I'm consistently obsessed with how
people get into TIE fighters?
I think it changed. I'm convinced it changed. So, hangers. Eva gave me the illustrated ships in the original Star Wars
TIE Fighters
trilogy.
Guide
Like you know
for
the
Dummies?
books, like the DK books.
Donkey Kong,
No, the like
DK rap,
DK the publisher.
first
Like
member
you know.
of the DK crew.
So the cross section ship.
He's lucky I don't know the rest of it.
Yeah, the cross section
Yeah,
books.
I am.
Do you know what I'm talking about? It's these books that have the ships and they're all drawn and there's cross sections so you can see inside the ship sort of thing.
I wasn't listening to anything you said.
Oh, I know, and it was really important to my how do you get into a TIE fighter question.
I know.
book.
I don't ever want us to come to a conclusion with this discussion.
Why not?
Because it's funnier this
The
way.
second we can come to a conclusion, the second I can start building my way into my TIE fighter. So
You
there's-
build it around you.
Don't forget your solar panels.
Oh yeah, you're right. You were right. These sides are solar.
I like my theory that every TIE fighter pilot is just force sensitive and can force jump, and they just force jump in.
That wouldn't make sense.
They come in from the top.
No.
Maybe they're just really good jumpers. They
they-
don't even
they
need to
go
be
through the
force
sun-
sensitive.
Yeah.
So in
They
the
just
original
climb in.
in the original trilogy.
That's your graduation like test. It's like, all right, climb
Like,
into the TIE fighter.
Can you get into the TIE fighter? If you can be a pilot.
Or to haze the new guy, they've taken the TIE fighter down from the hangar bits and have just put it on the ground, and then they've locked the controls on the thing that would lift
Yeah.
it up. They're like, oh, come on, guys. No, you're going to have to get up by yourself, buddy.
I mean,
No
Come on, rookie, we're going up.
No.
the only way
No
to get it
one-
back in the hangar.
No walkway for you. I guess you're not part of this squadron.
Oh, sorry.
And then the squadron goes out and gets murdered by by the entire like red one or the red team standing by. You know what? The dismount was a little shaky. I'll get marks off.
It's 7.3.
Really? That's higher than I got last time I was at the Olympics.
I watched Cool Runnings the other day.
Yeah, you were
you're
saying it
dead,
was
man.
sad.
No, the beginning is really sad
is,
because
yeah.
the main character is a sprinter.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
he's trying to qualify for the 100-meter. And the guy next to him trips and knocks him over.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
And fucks his leg up
And-
big time or
No,
something.
it doesn't fuck. He just
Oh,
loses his
oh,
chance,
okay.
right? So he has to wait like another 4 years.
No, they
Yeah.
haven't every 16 years. It's the Olympics.
Oh,
He's wrong.
what's happening? Where am I?
I watched Cool Runnings in Jamaica. It was weird.
I watched Jaws 2 in French once. I think I've said that already on the podcast.
So you're in the other country that it's set in because it's set in Canada and Jamaica.
Oh my god.
Wait, wait, was it the Calgary Olympics?
Yeah,
then?
it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Candy.
That
was in
explains John Candy. I was like,
it. Wait, was it with you, Blair, where we were at an HMV one day, and I wanted to find Cool Runnings so bad because I had to know what day or what year it came out.
Yes.
But I couldn't. I didn't want to look it up on my phone because it was like a matter of pride.
Yep.
And I went to the people working and I was like, "Hey, can you look up when Cool Runnings came out for me on your system?" And they're like, "What?"
they thought you were like some next level of hipster. Being like,
Yeah.
are you just like a lover of like bobsled and winter sports-esque
I would
comedies?
kick you out of my store if you came up to me.
Oh no, it was my friend Ben.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
God.
If I were your friend Ben, I would kick you out of my
I
store.
think he might have threatened to. He's like, I don't know, man. Why do you need that information?
I'm sorry, I have to go
I have to know.
I have to go sell hoodies to people. So, excuse me. Have you noticed that they've just buried, in all the HMVs, they've just buried the movies? Like, you have to walk through 4 racks of, like, Deadpool hoodies to get Deadpool
I don't
hoodies
go into
and
HMV
Star Wars
anymore.
pillows. Who wants a Star Wars pillow? Like,
You don't
My
want a
question
pillow
is the
shaped like
lamps.
BB-8?
Why do you want a Walking Dead lamp?
oh yeah, that's always weird. Is it the arm or the leg or the head? Like,
The head.
it's the head.
It's the head. A leg, I would like consider because
That's like a
it would be a
Christmas
funny
story.
like
Yeah.
riff on a Christmas story, but no,
Yeah.
no,
No.
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 I never got
don't go to
when
HMV.
watching the Christmas story. I never got this. When I was watching it, it's like I obviously didn't get the sexual connotations of the leg. So I'm like, so when the mother's freaking out about the leg being in the thing, I was like, hey, let him put his lamp where he wants. he won the lamp, man.
Ma'am.
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 Do you guys not like being called sir? I like take pride in it.
I got really uncomfortable the other day, like yesterday, because I don't know why I get weirded out whenever I'm like at a store and the person working at that store is younger than me. Because it's always been this weird like position of like respect. This person holds the keys to the kingdom, like they're the gatekeeper for this item that
What
I'm
store
looking
were you at? No. Pause for a second. What store were you at?
A sunglasses store with my girlfriend. She bought sunglasses.
Keys to the kingdom, huh? All right. Cool. Continue.
This is weird. They were always older than me, and now I'm starting to be older than them.
And
I
now
like
you shall never have the kingdom keys to the sunglasses kingdom.
Oh,
It's
Blair's
very
mean
well-
today.
I know. It's because he's just he's got a pessimistic
I'm
view
not
of the world
being
today.
pessimistic.
Do you
I
want a
sad.
receipt to throw
I
in my
s-
face?
You're
I
not
saw,
pessimistic, you're just
I
sad.
saw a setup and I went for it. I thought that was a good joke. I thought it was funny. He set me up. I wanted to break it down, and so I did. Are you offended? Shall I stop?
You're not even looking at me. You're just kind of looking.
You're not.
past me.
You're not worth me looking
Zach,
at.
he
You.
hasn't been talking to you for the past 5 minutes.
I talked about the ghost boy who lives here. I've been talking to him.
Gorbachev.
Yeah,
My ghost boy Gorbachev.
my ghost friend Gorbachev. Do you guys like being called sir? I like being called sir. No one calls me sir anymore. 'Cause
I
look
don't
like a
know.
bum.
I think I look too young still to be considered.
I
sir.
always like wonder what's going on in their head if they have decided to call me sir.
Yeah.
It's like, really? I don't think I look like a sir. Do I look like a sir to you? Not you, but like you're the hypothetical person who's calling me a sir.
Huh?
Da-na-na.
No, I don't think so.
I
I think my beard makes it difficult too right now. It's so uncontrolled. It's like out of control.
Unwieldy
I gotta shave it.
and wilding.
We should start a all theremin band. Just tune our theremins to different kinds.
I
of...
love theremins. Have you ever played with one before?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're
I
fun.
really want to.
They're really fun.
is that the sci-fi instrument?
It's
It's the one that's like you do it with your hands.
Oh, I'm thinking of like the like spikes that are in a circle, and it's like a short spike, and then like it gets bigger.
What?
I don't know what that is.
Is that like the water drum that all horror movies use?
It's something like that, but it's for sci-fi noises.
Wong, wong, beep, wong.
James Wan. We should watch Thing together. Dead Silence.
I love The Thing.
Dead Silence.
Oh.
John Carpenter's The Thing?
You want to talk about John Carpenter's The Thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we have already on the podcast.
All
I love
the
that
time.
movie. I love that movie.
Every day.
Down now now. 1080. Down now now. Sorry, it kept coming up in the past couple nights. Well, stupid things happened this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking remembering how bad I am at N64 games compared to everyone else in Rio.
Yeah, it scares the crap out of me.
That was like, I got back and we were playing like Mario Kart and GoldenEye and Smash, and I was like, I'm not the best. What's happening? What do I do? I'm not the best.
You've gotten too used to that double thumbstick.
Yeah.
No,
That
I
second
think it's just because
control
I
stick
grew up playing with them and I could never.
Hi, Kayla.
I was never better than them.
A special guest star.
Special guest Kayla.
Come on, Kayla. Come on down.
Like I was never better than them, but when I came to Toronto, nobody had the training that I had because I trained with like some of the best N64 players. So I showed up and was like, "What? You guys didn't play this for 15 years of your life? Why aren't you this good?"
I've always been such a casual gamer. Like I actually never played competitively. Ontario Conference of Dentists are in town this week. It's the dentistry conference in Toronto this week of all of Ontario. And I think
I was just like kicked both of you.
dentists, which makes me think that like there are thousands and thousands of dentist offices this week that are closed. That are just empty, cobweb-filled dentist office.
I need to go to the dentist.
I was just thinking about one of my tooths just kind of hurting, and I'm just like, I don't have dental. I don't have any health coverage.
Man, I wish I had benefits.
Yeah.
But I'm a freelancer.
I don't get
Can we become a thing? Like, can this become such an official thing that we get benefits? Can we give ourselves benefits?
We're paying for those no matter what. And frankly, from going to not paying for Zach's teeth to paying for Zach's teeth, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
You don't want to get to the point where we have to pay for Zach's teeth?
All my really expensive teeth stuff has already happened, hopefully. So I don't know.
Did you have braces, Blair?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember on a couple podcasts ago, I realized mid-conversation that he still has his bar behind his... obviously you still have your bar because you have it for the rest of your life, don't you?
I have half my bar.
If you microwave
Did you break it off?
I broke half my bar off.
Does your dad know?
I don't think so.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'm not taking that out.
Nor does his wife. Who's actually a
she'll kill
dentist.
you.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh. It's Mother's Day Sunday. Don't forget to tell your moms.
The day this
That I
comes
love
out,
her.
it's Mother's Day. Can this be the Mother's Day podcast?
Oh my God! Yes, this is the Mother's Day podcast. Fun
So,
story.
Blair, you want to talk about your
Fun
mother?
story. It's also
That's not funny.
No.
What am I laughing about?
Yeah, my mom's dead, Brody. We get it.
I just
we get
immediately
it.
looked down. I'm not.
No, I think no matter how many jokes you make, you'll never surpass how many jokes I make daily. Like
No, I know.
daily. But fun story. It's actually my brother's birthday tomorrow on Mother's Day.
I bet you he feels bad.
And yeah, frankly, he killed my mom too. So
What?
what? No, he didn't. John didn't. I don't know. This weird guilt thing. I don't know.
What?
I just made it strange.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Gina. Happy Mother's Day, Gina.
I get so confused.
She doesn't listen to the podcast this far in. She
she
straight up
doesn't.
admitted it. She's like, yeah, I check out your podcast sometimes. I get like 5 minutes in before I'm just like sick and tired of whatever you guys are saying.
Yep.
Thanks, Gina.
I'm surprised you made it 5 minutes in.
Our parents are not our demographic, unless
Everything I do is for my parents.
we are speaking to the dead.
Oh, do you think she can hear it?
Hello. That was it.
Hello.
I just covered my face and said hello. What are your good memories of your mothers? If we're gonna turn this into a Mother's Day
Okay.
podcast, I can come up with one right away, actually.
40 minutes in.
Because it's all I think about, because my mom is dead, so I try and remember all the good memories. Oh my God, I love that face you're making, bro.
It's like...
It's this, Brody, whenever I make these dead
pain.
mom jokes, gets this pained laughing look on his face where
Okay.
half of his face doesn't know how to react and the other half also doesn't know how to react, so they go in different sections, like different directions.
Okay, no, I have a really big struggle when it comes to you and your dead mother jokes, because I know it's this like weird guilt thing where I'm like, I don't have the right to be laughing about these things, but I also think they're very, very, very funny.
They're hilarious.
But it also makes me a little sad. So it's like, it's a mixture of like, I could feel every emotion that you were talking that you were talking about. I could feel the sadness in my eyebrows, the guilt in my eyes, and the laughter on my face.
It's great. I do it just to get that reaction.
What? The laughter.
The laughter.
Just
on
that
my
entire
face.
thing. It's like a nursery rhyme or something. Like
The sadness in my eyebrows, the guiltness in my eyes, the laughter on my face
hides the pain within.
So,
what's your favorite mother memory?
I mean, I got a lot of good ones, but one of them that's like so simple was one of these. I think it was the second year Nuit Blanche was in Toronto. I was still in high school, and I was out all night watching bullshit art, because it's not like a lot of what I saw was not real art, and if there was real art that night, I didn't find it. So making a blanket statements about
There's no such thing as real art.
Thank you, Brody. As filmmakers, it makes life so easy when you can just. So I'm out all night, and I come home. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I don't know why I followed my friends around. They wanted just to flirt with girls. I was still afraid of girls, probably.
They're scary.
You're still afraid of girls.
Yeah, most of the time. They just talk so fast. I was like, what is the most mild sexist joke I can make in this situation?
Talk so fast.
And then, so I'm coming home, and it's like 6 o'clock, and I open the door. I'm really tired, and my mom is down in the kitchen making coffee in like her like fuzzy bathroom, and it's just like, "Hi, how's it going?" And like, it was just kind of nice to have, like, it was a really crappy, slow night, and just to come home to like my mom being like awake and like
She was making coffee. How late was it?
It was like 5 o'clock in the morning, or 6 o'clock in the morning. I was getting.
Oh,
home.
okay. So
Like,
she was getting
up. She was getting up.
You were
sort of
getting
thing.
home, and she
I
was getting up.
home. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And she like, it was just nice to come home to that sort of thing. It was like, felt very homey sort of thing.
I feel like your mom just knew, because this is the second year Nuit Blanche was in Toronto, right?
Probably.
So she probably experienced the first one. She's like, well, my son's out on Nuit Blanche.
She probably
think
made
so.
sure she was awake
To be a
when
comforting presence,
Yeah.
because Nuit Blanche is...
It's a nightmare.
I honestly don't
I've
think
never
that's true.
enjoyed my time going out for Nuit Blanche.
I don't think
Not
anyone
once.
does.
They all pretend to. It's like New Year's.
Yeah.
It's like Nuit Blanche is kind of like New Year's.
Well, it's just everything becomes an excuse to drink, though. Like, and for someone who doesn't drink, the idea of like sitting
Yeah.
there and going like, "Yeah, you're having a great time because you're getting shit faced and defacing people's property. Great for you." There is nothing
Try
here for
doing
me.
that.
No.
I've been sober every Nuit Blanche. I should just get ripped.
Maybe that's me too.
Yeah, but then you
No, I
become
don't wanna
like
do
the
that.
army
Yeah,
of.
yeah, then we become like everyone else.
Yeah. So your mom
I'll
stories.
accept it.
Yeah, let's hear about
accepted it.
Darlene.
Tell me about Darlene.
Oh, shit.
He's got no good memories of his mother.
Oh, I hate my mom.
Just gonna love to hear this. I'm gonna drag this out for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, you
Just so-
cut it in a way where it seems like he just continuously avoids the conversation.
Avoid the question.
Yeah.
I'll put the rest of the conversation in between that question and his
Yeah.
answer.
So how many uhs do I need to throw at you to like fill in that? Okay.
God, this is going to be excruciating to listen to. So is he
No,
gonna
it's just
say
like, I'm
something?
trying to think of one that like doesn't paint my mother in a negative light.
That is so.
Wow.
Brody, let's talk about Gina. well,
okay.
Before Zach digs himself a hole.
So between every experience with my mother being an amazing one
Yeah.
and having a terrible memory and not being able to pinpoint anything, there is one that I'll always remember only because it impacted almost every one of my friends at the same time. Mm-hmm. It was the night that we were in high school. We were probably like 15, and a lot of people, no, they weren't drinking for the first time, but a lot of us, I was not a great kid in high school, but a lot of us that night, we were just drinking at my house, and nobody had really drank that much before. Mm-hmm. Gina comes home.
Your mom.
My mom, after drinking at the bar for a little bit, like she finished her shift and then went over to the bar, had a couple drinks as she usually does, comes home and is like, oh, you guys are drinking. Let's do tequila shots. And made all of my friends do their very first tequila shot.
I honestly think that must have been like a dissuasive sort of, like, if they're going to try and be drinking, I'm going to teach them the darker side of drinking.
No, it was probably like my mom just wanted to prove how cool she still is and how much she can still drink everyone under the table.
I hope she hears this and like phones you and says, I still am cool. I just bought
She is still cool.
I just bought a charger.
I just bought a charger.
It's a phone charger.
It's just a phone charger. No, I love my mom. Every conversation I have with my mom is usually, you know how sometimes I get aggressive and yell?
Yep.
She's the same.
Yeah, no,
we're the exact same person.
I met your parents for maybe, 5-10 minutes and everything, and I'm like, no, you're totally your mom more than you are your dad.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's literally just a conversation of like slinging sarcasm and insults in a louder than necessary way, and then enjoying every second of it. Yeah. I love my mom. I love you, Gina.
So can I tie myself a rope ladder and throw it up to the top of this hole and climb out of the hole I just dug for myself?
Sure. Do your best.
Statement.
Okay.
So the reason
how many ranks do you have in use rope?
Oh my God, let's not drag this out.
Use rope is such a dumb skill.
I know, right?
I think about it. I am very skilled at rope. I was a Boy Scout. I'm doing this just because Blair's really upset.
I learned how to tie
shaking
sailor
my head.
knots.
It's like as soon as we get on track with something D&D derails us.
This is why my mom stops listening to the podcast after 5 minutes. Well, it takes us forever to say things.
Now she has a reason to listen to that bit, and now she can stop listening because you said that you love her and you said a nice story.
I'm going to force her to listen to this one.
Okay.
And I won't tell her where that part is, so she'll have to listen to most of it.
I'm going to talk about my mom now.
No.
Okay. So the reason I said I wanted to paint my mom in a bad light is, Birdie, you know my family dynamic. So, like, you know most of the stories.
I've never seen a negative thing come from your mother.
I love your mother, too. I've never met her, and I think she's probably great.
It's not negative.
Darlene is one of the most angelic people I've ever met.
Exactly. She's a sweetheart.
So where's this negative light coming from?
I just didn't want people thinking that my mom's a cussing sailor. Because she's a lovely lady who always says sweet things. But one of my favorite memories is when I was playing Tiger Woods PGA Tour with...
is that when you, Baker, and Matt would play all the time?
Yeah. So Baker and Matt were over, and Adam was playing with us, my older brother.
Oh, my God.
And
I just thought, can I tell a story about your brother after?
Yeah.
No, it's...
I know the story.
You know which one it is.
That's why I said. So my brother is playing, and he's yelling very harsh languages at his video game version of Tiger Woods, telling him to do better. And after a very harsh string of insults, my mother, from upstairs in the kitchen, yells down, "Watch your fucking language." And I feel like that just summarizes my mom very well. Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
And I love her for that.
So how are you going to get your mom to listen to this, Blair?
I'll probably just grab some subs and just go to the thing,
go
to the seminary,
get in contact with that girl you're on the train with. Get her to get some druid magic
those
going.
druid spells.
Yeah.
God, I would honestly, if necromancy was a thing, I would spend my time hunting necromancy.
It's going to be. Oh my God. Thank you for reminding me. I read this article. I'll get to the story about your brother in a second. I read this article the other day about how they're trying to find a way. They're like researching a way to basically kickstart brain dead people.
No.
Yeah.
That's not necromancy, though.
They're bringing people back from the dead. That's necromancy.
They're still fully functioning. What I mean is they're still moderately they're still
so it's like
their organs are functioning.
I am of the belief that as soon as your brain is dead, you're basically dead.
Okay. Thanks, Zach.
There's our
burp for the day.
Our annual podcast.
Annual.
I wish it was annual.
Our inaugural podcast bicentennial podcast burp.
Brought to you by Zach and Cheerios.
Captain Crunch.
They're researching a way to basically like get neurons firing again in your brain. And I'm of the belief that when your brain is gone, you're essentially gone because you are your brain. You're not your heart. You're not your fucking spleen. You're not your lungs.
If they
all
get my
help
brain
you.
going again, I would be entirely grateful if they can get my brain going.
Yeah, seriously.
Again.
But that's necromancy.
But if someone is like not functioning, no organ is still working, and they bring that person back, those are the people I'm hunting. I'm gonna be, if necromancy becomes a thing, I will start hunting necromancers.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like a witch hunter in the
paladin.
weirdest way. Like
you know what movie I love?
what? The Witch Hunter?
No, the 2004 Van Helsing with Hugh Jackman.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Oh my god.
Anyways, back to your brother. A couple summers ago, this was like years and years ago in high school.
Many moons.
Many moons.
Many summers ago.
A couple times 4. I don't know. It was in high school. We were playing D&D in Zach's backyard, and Zach's brother was back there just barbecuing. He was like barbecuing us. He was doing up like hot dogs and burgers for all of us. And there's a lull in the game for like 2 seconds, and he turns to us and he goes, "Hey, you guys want to know something?" And Zach,
No, you want to hear a funny story.
Oh yeah. He goes, "You want to hear a funny story?" And Zach's like, "Ugh," and we're all like, "Yeah, absolutely." He turns, he's like, "You see these flowers over here?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he goes, "These flowers, they're called wandering Jews." And then turns back to the barbecue.
He was just trying to get on your level, you know? He was just trying to like connect with you.
No,
guys.
I think he was trying to bring us to his level. Yeah. That's my favorite story. That's my favorite memory of your brother. Happy Mother's Day, Zach's brother.
He's a dad. That's like the mothers of men.
The mothers of men.
I did it. I had my daily just break a Brody moment.
I'm pretty sure we can make a post at some point. We keep doing this for a year. We'll make a poster with Zach standing in the middle of it and all his great fucking quotes.
His quotes.
Yeah.
Hey, good night.
My
3,
mom's
2, 1,
dead.
bye. Oh.